Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monday Live with Alan and Greg. And we have Debs, Rainier Read Stuff, back for a return appearance. Is this your
Hello.
third or your fourth
One.
visit?
Second.
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 It's only
Okay.
your second one.
Yeah, second.
All right. I
Always
must have
good
done
to
other
be here.
chats lives with other people because I remember seeing you on other live shows.
Yeah.
And we've got an active chat room, as I was saying. You've got Jess, Book Girl TV,
Hi, Jess.
Pat, Book Chat with Pat,
Hi,
Lee.
Pat.
Hey, Lee. Cold
Hello,
from
Lee.
California.
Oh, I
I
bet
bet
it's
her cold
colder
is not
here,
as
Lee.
cold as Virginia or England.
Yeah.
Have you heard or seen the new line of teas from Agatha Christie?
Oh,
Heard about them from Hannah? I have not.
I haven't either.
I haven't, but I saw Hannah's video on that, I think.
Yeah.
She's talking
Yeah.
about her mugs.
Yep. And there's Gareth. Hello, Gareth.
Hey,
Hi, Gareth.
James
Yep.
Holder, all the way from Texas.
Hi, James.
Tejas.
I bet it's not too cold in Texas. Gareth says, not sure how long I can stay awake this time. Just wanted to say hi. Well, hi, Gareth. Glad you could show up.
Yeah, I'll be mentioning Gareth later on in the show. My buddy read a book with him.
Lee says the company is Harvey or Harney and Sons. I'm drinking Murder on the Orient Express as we speak.
Ah,
Well, that's an interesting way to do a tea, you know? Name it after something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Lovely,
Patty's saying
Pat.
hello.
Hi.
Constance is here. Hey, Constance.
Oh, hi, Constance.
We're getting a pretty good crowd. Lee says the company's online. They are not expensive. Okay.
huh.
The thing is, I still have a bunch of tea from when Alan worked at a tea factory, and he
You
sent me
still
this.
have
I drink like 5 cups of tea a year.
like hot tea, yeah.
I only drink hot tea when it's really cold outside.
Mm.
Yeah, that job was fun working the tea factory. It was a big education.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Education in tea.
My next one will be featured in Egypt. Okay. That does sound like, I mean, it sounds amazing. It sounds pretty neat to drink tea based on, I mean, I'm sure the tea flavor really does not have much to do with the book, but it's the principle that counts.
Yeah, I wonder which one they have, like Earl Grey, Lord
Lord
Bergamot.
Bergamot, was that?
Bergamot. Yeah, I wonder what book would go with Earl Grey tea for Agatha.
All right. So how's everyone doing tonight? Anything interesting going on in the non-book world?
I slept the day away. I don't know. I didn't stay up like all night. I don't know. I think I had to catch up on my sleep. I had when I start dreaming like I'm going to the movies, I know I'm catching up on my sleep. You know, I have these long plotted out dreams that are pretty good. Then I have the recurring dreams of like, I have one where a job owes me money, and I go like, I think I forgot to punch in. Like that would ever happen, you know? I go, God, I gotta go pick up my paycheck. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky you're sleeping more. I mean, you usually don't sleep through the night.
Oh no, I still don't. But so like I sleep in 2-3 hour naps, but then every 3-4 days I'll catch up with a 4 or 6 hour.
Mm.
I mean, I hear about that as people age, they sleep less, but bedtime, I'm out.
That's
You know,
good
I
though.
usually wake up kind of early. usually on my own, and the cats help because they
Yeah,
come. They come
absolutely.
in. They say, "Hey, excuse me.
What's up?
Do you know
Yeah.
breakfast is in 2 hours?"
My
2
cat
hours.
he sleeps above my head on the pillow. He breaks into the bedroom early hours of the morning, sleeps above my head, and then about 4 o'clock, he'll start patting me to get up. And then finally, he'll stick his claw up my nostril and pull.
Wow.
And that gets you out of bed.
It does. Well, my cat Bella, what she likes to do is like she grabs my hand in her mouth and like in her paw, like lifts it to her head.
Huh.
Stroke me.
Indeed. So Lee says, "Oh, I ordered on Halloween. Not here as yet." Give the website a look. Yummy sounding teas. Bad as Rad is here. Hello,
Hi,
Bad.
Dad.
Hey,
Good
Bad.
evening, everyone. Lovely hello to guest Debs. I hope everyone is doing well and enjoying their reading.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I had kind of an odd weekend where my wife has decided that the upstairs level or the main level needs to be repainted.
Yeah, I thought it was tile.
No, it has the regular drywall,
Oh.
with just plain old paint.
Oh.
And I guess about 6 months ago we did some touch-up paint, and the touch-up was slightly off color. So if you look at it at an angle, you see that and she's like, "Oh, the whole wall needs to be repainted." So I
Oh,
spent
the
yesterday.
wall. I thought you said floor. My fault.
No walls.
Okay.
So we had to move everything away from the walls.
Oh.
So the painters can
Right,
come
the
in
furniture.
later this week. So I got no reading done yesterday, or barely any reading done yesterday. Constance saying, "I will finally have my copy through ILL of Cider House Rules tomorrow." What a lot of cat. You're about halfway. I hit halfway mark on.
Yeah.
Are you reading that too, Debs?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
She's in the group.
My first John Irving.
Are you liking it?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I was mentioning today, I did a mini little video that he really does have his foot in the 19th century for a novel,
Very much so.
but still,
Yeah.
but he's still very contemporary.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
But he does remind me of Dickens in a way, sort of going off on tangents and long explanations about things. And the thing about the dates as well.
Oh
That's
yeah,
only,
you mentioned that
that's
very
only
early on.
yeah, that's only something you see normally in a Victorian book where they put the first 2 digits of the year and then just a dash.
Yeah.
But it's very good.
Yeah,
I'll
you picked
certainly
a
read
good one
more.
to start with.
Sorry,
You picked a good one to start with.
did I?
Yeah,
I've got a couple of others. I don't know why I've never got around to reading them, but I think I've got A Prayer for Owen Meany, The World According to Garp.
Those are my two favorites.
Are they?
Yeah, that's favorite is Prayer for Owen Meany.
And I
Yep.
think there's one about a chairlift.
Yeah, that's a recent one.
I have
Is
that
it?
one. I got that one on Kindle last month for like $1.99. So
I think I did exactly the same. I think it was on BookBub or something, and I got it really cheaply.
really cheap, and it's like I don't care if I don't read it,
Yeah, exactly.
but I have it.
Uh-huh.
And I got Hotel New Hampshire the same way about 2 months ago.
Right.
My favorite John Irving's always say this. I've read a lot of them. Are Widow for 1 year and Until I Find You. Now, both of those like go back to Amsterdam. They have like father issue characters, and Until I Find You is about tattoos and
Oh,
tattoo
right.
artists. Yeah, it's really
Well, I
different.
think John Irving has a lot of father issues. He works through a lot of his books. So.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of
You see mine,
similarities.
Alan?
Or should I say absent fathers?
Oh, cool.
Oh,
It's like a finch, huh?
It's a robin.
Robin. I don't know birds. I was going with the goldfinch. But yeah, cool. You have some ink. I didn't know that, Debs.
Nah, there you go. That was my second. I've got another one on my ankle.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yep.
Sweet.
Cider House is rule good and keeps your interest.
I still don't know where it's going, and I'm liking that about it. You know, you read a murder mystery, you know at the end of it you're going to have some sort of conclusion to the mystery. But I've got absolutely no idea where this one is going.
What's
Yeah,
curious
that's a lot.
is I listened to the audio book in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of but some of the detail is escaping me. Now I don't know if you noticed, but Homer Wells starts off saying right in the beginning of his dialogue. And there's just one, if I remember correct, a really hilarious scene. I think it's with Wilbur and Homer.
Yeah.
And the use of the word right. Just but
You
I'll
know,
hold judgment because my memory, I read in the 90s, so it could be faulty.
Sure.
I was surprised by the amount of humor there is in that. I mean, that scene when Curly launches the kid off the end of the thing within the box, and he's pushing him around. It's hilarious.
Sled.
Yeah.
The names are funny.
The names are hilarious.
Fuzzy Stone. I mean, that's out of picture.
And when Homer is the final attempt at getting Homer adopted, and all of this, and they just get washed away in front of him down the river.
Yeah.
And he just he hitchhiked home or something. They're gone.
Yeah. Oh, whoops, they're dead. Best work my way back.
Oh yeah. So Lee says, glad to hear it. Garp is one of my favorites, so I expect it to go well. So Lee says, I retired from the medical world, so I really like it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Irving adored Dickens.
Yeah.
I just finished a Dickens novel last week.
Which one?
I may have mentioned it on a previous live stream, but I reread Hard Times.
Oh, okay.
And my reason is kind of silly, but I had a project for myself this year to read something published every decade from 1850 up to current.
Yeah.
And 1850s was the last one I had. So I just said, I don't want to invest in a huge 800-page novel from the 1850s. So Hard Times is like really short, especially for Dickens.
Oh, absolutely.
Like 320 pages or something, which is amazing. About half of his usual length.
We read that one at school. And it sort of put me off Dickens for about 30 years. But I reread it last year or the year before and thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know what it is about school that put me off books.
Yeah, I was talking to Pat. I have a gap in my Dickens. I really need to read more. I've only read David Copperfield and Christmas Carol, of course.
Yeah.
I've seen that in the theater, but I've got Tale of Two Cities and Little Dorrit. Little Dorrit's in Cider House. They mentioned that.
Oh yeah. Is that the one that got put on the shelf and not to be read again?
For me?
No, in Irving, Little Dorrit, they were trying to read it, didn't put, and they put it somewhere, and they said it will never be read again, or something like that.
An elderly neighbour of my uncle gifted me some lovely copies of Dickens. I've got the entire collection, so I've got no excuse. No, I mean, even things like his notes from Italy and So everything he's written in these leather-bound volumes, and they're lovely. So I really ought to read some more.
I've read I mean, I've not read nearly all of his books. I've read, let me see if I can remember everything. Of course, Hard Times, Oliver Twist, Bleak House. What's his other big one? Oh,
Great Expectations.
Great Expectations, I've read. I have not read Tale of Two Cities, which is sort of the big gap.
Mm.
But some of the other ones.
I have read Tale of Two Cities, but I've only read that and Hard Times, Oliver Twist, and A Christmas Carol, and his short stories. And some of his short stories are amazing.
Yeah, I've read A Christmas Carol too. So
yeah,
I mean, honestly, that's quite a bit of Dickens to have read, especially.
You didn't say David Copperfield.
I did read
David Copperfield.
Oh,
or listen to the audiobook.
Oh, yeah, I've got that, and maybe we'll have to read Tale of Two Cities.
Maybe.
I'm reading a Pickwick Papers next month. Alan's Reads is having a Dickens at Christmas group read, and we're doing the Pickwick Papers.
Right. Yeah, they'll be good for Christmas. I'll be watching the videos on that.
And then also, Vin at Revenant Reads is doing a Ghosts of Christmas Past again in December. Pat and I and Elaine at Cobalt Dragon are co-hosting.
Oh, that's cool.
The group read for that is The Signalman by Charles Dickens.
I think earlier this year.
Yeah, I really like that.
It's called The Signalman?
Yeah, ghost story.
It's a ghost story.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, because what was it for? Horror Mayhem. I picked up a book of Victorian ghost stories by women.
Oh, cool.
And I read 3 or 4 of those, and it's just because I did that in Horror Mayhem. I did the same thing. Started in 1850 and worked my way up to current.
Mm.
I did a lot of the early 1800s with the Victorian ghost stories by women, and they're just very different from nowadays. I mean, just the style and the subject matter is so vastly different.
I've got a copy of Elizabeth Gaskell's Gothic Tales unread.
The Old Nurse's Story by Elizabeth Gaskell's a really good ghost story.
That's one of the ones I read.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
I'll have to get around to that next month.
Mm.
Yeah, well, I'm also doing Cthulhu Christmas, so I don't know if I can do Cthulhu Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess I could, but.
Yeah.
Well, so, yeah, Pat says Owen Meany is her favorite, too.
Cthulhu Christmas.
I'm kind of hoping that the John Irving group survives Cider House Rules and Queen Esther and moves on to read some more John Irving.
That'd be good. I'm looking forward to Queen Esther.
It's been getting mixed reviews. That's all I've seen.
Has it? I haven't seen any reviews.
I went on the Lit Hub,
and
they usually have rave, positive, mixed, and pan. And you see some, books get raves and almost universal rave, but Queen Esther's labeled as mixed.
Oh, okay.
So there are some people who do not like it. Obviously.
I know what it's about a little,
I know, but we'll have to see. I mean, I'm kind of curious because Cider House Rules was basically written when Irving was at his prime.
Mm.
And you get your early novels where he's building up his talent, and then I guess Garp was his big breakout.
Yeah.
Then I don't remember if there was Hotel New Hampshire and then Cider House or Cider House and then Hotel New Hampshire. Not sure of the order. And then there came Garp, not Garp, Prayer for Owen Meany.
Yeah. I've not seen the film either. I must watch that after I've finished the book.
Well, these people are real. Yours truly. I'll hunt down the title. I think she's talking to someone else in the group. Now, Bad says, have you guys ever tried those edible non-toxic blood for makeup purposes? Like Terrifying Vampire, that stuff. It's I've never tried it.
Me neither, but it sounds like fun.
Oh,
No, but I laughed at the eyeballs you sent. Yeah. Oh, she's talking about Bad sent me some edible candy eyeballs,
gummy eyeballs.
and I ate them wrong.
He popped the whole thing.
I popped the whole thing in my mouth. I guess you're supposed to chew it and whatever.
They're pretty big.
It was interesting. Oh, those eyeballs are so good. I ate so many that I got sick of eating them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I like gummies and that.
I eat other creepy things now. Maybe we don't want to know.
Huh?
Like tongue. No, tongue. I don't think I would ever try tongue.
Oh, I have. You cut it real thin. It's like delicatessen.
I don't think you could make it go down. There, she says, cut in tiny bite size. I am not a food experimenter at all.
No.
Wonder where the rest of the party is. Well,
kind of.
We got a pretty good party here going. Maybe some A1 sauce to go with that tongue.
Huh?
Anyone know? David Copperfield, yeah. Catcha, might reread. I read A Tale of Two Cities. Hold on. I read Tale of Two Cities, loved it. I might reread A Christmas Carol. All right. Let's see if I get to the end of the comments. I loved it. I was exhausted when I finished. The Signal. Great short story. I also enjoyed the eyeballs. I found a book that claims Alexander Dumas wrote a version of that. Oh, Pat has the Victorian ghost stories by women.
Oh.
I'm surprised. I thought it was a Kindle only book. I looked it up. There is a copy on Amazon. Oh, here's a Pat Garp, then Hotel New Hampshire, then Cider House Rules. Okay. Son of a Circus, Widow for Your Fourth Hand, Until I Find You, in that order. Okay. She just gave the order of Irving's novels. Okay. We're at the end of the comments. Yay. So let's, Debs, start off with what you're reading or currently read or something.
Apart from Cider House Rules, well, I'm doing a group read with Greg at Ghost Readers in the Sky of Ivanhoe. Ivanhoe by Sir Walter Scott.
Okay.
I've been hearing it's a lively group.
It is quite a lively group, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this. I've never read any Walter Scott before, but of course this is all based around, within an hour or so of where I live. Although it's historical, so it's set at the time of Richard the Lionheart, and King John is currently enthroned in England. Another thing I am reading, incidentally, Greg sends his apologies. He is off. He's learning the Highland Fling. He has suddenly embraced Robert Louis Stevenson and all things Scottish.
Okay.
So he can't make it this evening.
Yeah, I talked to him via Voxer and that. He sends me little music clips and things.
Yeah, he does with me as well.
Yeah.
That's not one of the other things I'm reading. It's called 1971. And I can't find it.
It's a crime novel.
It's not a crime novel. It is a novel claiming that 1971 was the best era, the best year for rock.
Ah,
Oh, it's a different. Okay, different.
yeah, I wouldn't argue that. It could be.
It's quite interesting. It's going through it year by year with the some of the albums that rock bands brought out, and it's by David Hepworth, and he's saying that this is the best year ever for rock artists.
I wonder when this came out.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's really interesting.
I just listened to this.
And it's talking about people like Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
And saying that by 1971, they were one of the biggest grossing artists in the world. And they decided to do a club tour. So rather than playing large venues, they played tiny venues that had helped them on their way up. So they played places like Nottingham Boat Club, which isn't even a music venue particularly, just to thank their fans. And I thought that was
the original fans that supported them early days.
The original fan, and they kept the ticket prices at the early days prices as well.
That's great of them.
I know. It just sounds fabulous, doesn't it? But yeah, it's a really interesting book.
I'd like it.
Also, I am working my way through the British Crime Classic library books that I've got. So these are all Golden Age crime books put out by the British Library. I have about maybe 15 to 20 of them. One of the things I love is their covers, which are often based on old railway posters from the 1930s, 40s and 50s. But there's some really good stuff. The last one I read was called The Murder of My Aunt. And you've got this very entitled young man who doesn't want to do a day's work, whose aunt is trying to persuade him to be more industrious, and he doesn't like that. And so the main thrust of the book is how he tries on several occasions to murder his aunt. It's quite fun.
That sounds cool.
Yep. So that's my reading.
And now I know that some of the early crime novels are now slowly starting to come out into public domain.
Yeah.
And I look at, there's a place called Standard Ebooks that does really standardebooks.org. It does very good editions. And I snatch up all these early crime novels from like the 20s.
Yeah.
And some of them are really what was this? There was something about gas in the title. The Sixth Tap. I forgot the author, but earlier this year, and I guess in the early days of gas, you had all these taps.
Yeah.
With your gas, and it took me a little while to figure out what because it was very technical, that how you turn your gas taps on flows the gas to different parts, and if you do it wrong, you can gas yourself to death.
Yeah. So I absolutely love Golden Age crime novels.
They're fun, and they're all, I mean, they do a good job.
Yeah, they really do. And I've started recently. When I finished my 60 before 60 project, reading 60 classics. I've started a 500 book challenge of Golden Age reading, and that can be the Golden Age of literature for a country, which for this in Britain is either the Elizabethan period or the Victorian period. In America, it tends to be from the 1930s to probably the 1960s, or it can be the Golden Age of a genre. So Golden Age science fiction books or Golden Age crime books. And I thought I'd read 500 of those before I'm 65. So that's the aim. So yeah, I'm reading quite a lot of Golden Age stuff at the moment.
That sounds just fantastic because I love the older books more than the modern books.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Alan, what about you? What have you been reading?
Well, Cider House Rules, and then a buddy read The Man Who Fell to Earth with Gareth. That's supposed to be kind of a classic sci-fi book. I haven't reviewed it yet. I found it quite humorous. Gareth found it really serious. I mean, there's serious parts in it. You know, an alien comes to Earth, and I found it funny from the get-go. I mean, it's not a spoiler, but so the alien comes to Earth and he's researched it a little, and he needs some money. So he has a ring that made out of elements that are expensive and that. And he goes to a pawn shop and he makes up a story that his car broke down. He works at the Bureau of Statistics or something, and he can't call his wife. And the pawn guy is going like, I've never seen this ring, but he doesn't question, like, why don't you call your wife? You know what? Why are you hucking this ring? And it just kind of started out a little hokey for me. And then they're researching the guy, the alien, and he hires somebody. Have you read this, Greg or Debs?
No.
No? Well, I won't tell the whole story, but I kind of knew what was going to happen. One of two things. They were going to research the alien to death, or the alien was going to be happy E.T. He gets to fly home. And it was the former. They research him to death. Well, not to death. He lives, but they F him up pretty bad. The poor alien, and well, I guess I kind of spoiled it. He doesn't get.
Yeah, Alan, you're good at spoilers.
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Basically, told the plot.
Old book. But I'm thinking about my review of it. It was just kind of hokey for me. And then David Bowie was in the movie of it. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch it. I mean, it's interesting sci-fi, but I thought it kind of hokey. Then I've got a lot of books, well, not a few, and I want to get to Erasing History. Jason Stanley.
That's on my list to read eventually.
I've only got 11 days left, and 4 people are waiting for it.
Well, Alan, get to it.
Yeah.
Get to it.
And then I started the Elementals because I don't tell Pat or anything, but I finished Cider House Rules. And it's a reread for me anyway. But it was due at the library too. Somebody wanted it back. And so I started the Elementals, and that's really creeping me out. Have you read that before?
Now we're doing that as a buddy read, I thought, in December.
I know, but
You're going to be early. You're going to have it finished before I start it.
Well, I'll remember it. I overbooked myself for December, so I have a gap to do a book, and I haven't bought the 2 books I need for December. I'm buddy reading the new Salman Rushdie short story book, 11th Hour, with MJ next month. Looking forward to that because I like him a lot. It's about like old age and death.
I thought that was about his attack. He was attacked a few years ago.
Yeah, Knife.
No, he did write a biography called Knife, but I thought this story was also about his musings on mortality as he came really close to dying in this attack.
Yeah, but I haven't read it yet, but there might be that. I think it's more about growing old in like the 11th hour.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it had, something about a knife attack. That was horrendous. lost his eye and almost his life. They said if the knife guy knew what he was doing, he would have died. He just like stabbed him randomly, but that's what I read.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah,
Let's see. Pat says,
looking-
no. I have a hard copy of Victorian Ghost Stories by Eminent Women Writers, edited by Richard Dahl. Yeah, that's a different. Mine's totally ebook. But I wonder how many of the stories are the same. Because the point is, like, all those stories are in the public domain, so anyone
Yeah.
can publish them. I have never read Krampus for Christmas. Love that series of British crime classics. Finished Cider House. Oh, Pat's done too.
Yeah. You're not the only one.
No, I thought about just pushing through because I have an issue of not liking to stop a book in the mid and read something else.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to follow through, but maybe I'll just go ahead and finish Cider House Rules myself.
Funny enough, I was thinking that this week because, like, I often read several books at once, but I don't like stopping a book and leaving it for days and days before I pick it up again. So I'm thinking I might just read those last chapters.
Yeah, I might do the same thing. Okay. Now, for me, I read a very ridiculous horror novel called Music to Sacrifice Virgins To.
How very inappropriate.
Yes. And it started off really well. Now, this author wrote the book Gone to See the Riverman, which is just a brilliant short horror novel. It's like 160 pages, 180 pages, absolutely brilliant. And the premise of this is okay. It's there's a 25-year-old guy who broke up with his girlfriend and had to move back in with his mother. And he gets a letter from an uncle that he didn't really know very well, who's given him an inheritance. And his inheritance is a very good stereo and a collection of heavy metal, death metal records.
God.
And these are all the satanic bands that come through. And he's looking through the collection, and in this collection, there's this unique record called Music to Sacrifice Virgins To. And it's authentic devil music, whereas all the other heavy metal bands are sort of like fake Satan worship.
Posers.
And the problem is that I don't think the author was really writing a good story. He just wrote atrocity after atrocity after atrocity of what you would do if you're a Satanist. And it's like, okay, I don't need to read get a story, get some characters going. And my criticism is going to be it's an exercise in typing more than
a laundry list of atrocities or
just imagining how gross can you get? So I was not impressed. But I'm having fun. For Dr. November, I just started Diamonds Are Forever by Ian Fleming.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
I've not read that one.
Well, it's a different sort of premise where James Bond is infiltrating a ring of diamond smugglers.
Right.
It's not really espionage, but it's a crime novel. It's interesting. Got to figure out how.
Played him.
What?
Roger Moore played him in the film.
No, this would have been Sean Connery.
It was?
I think.
Diamonds Are Forever? You might be right.
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie since the 70s.
Me neither.
How am I supposed to remember anything from back then?
I picked up a box set of James Bond from a charity shop for $5. I think there's think there's 8 of them
There's
in
I
there
think there's 11
in
James
total,
Bond
but I
books.
think this box set only includes 8.
Okay.
So, but it cost me £5, and I thought I can't leave that there for £5.
No, you can't.
So I might read one of those. I've been enjoying the Dr. November reads. I've had great fun with those.
I mean, they're a lot of fun. I mean, they're not, brilliant literature, but you probably don't have a problem with it. But in the United States, the publisher has re-edited the James Bond books.
Ooh,
I don't like it when they do that.
no.
No, I mean, I can understand, especially in the book Live and Let Die. They use a lot of racial slurs, which would have been very common back then. And Ian Fleming, at his side, was probably at heart a racist, But what really got me is that it was inconsistent.
Right.
In Casino Royale, there's a villain who keeps talking about red Indians.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you would not go to any Native American and go, oh, you're a red Indian.
No.
But they left it in the book and took other
Oh,
stuff.
so they took some out but left red Indians in there.
Yes.
That's odd.
That really is odd. It's just... So I was very fortunate to snag a ebook anthology of Ian Fleming from Canada.
Right.
Because Ian Fleming is public domain in Canada. I don't know if it's absolutely legal. I guess it's not illegal for me to own it. It'd be illegal for me to sell it. But I get the original text in my ebook version.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Was it you, Greg, who read this?
Yes.
I've just picked it up. It looks really good. Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. I've read that book twice.
Yeah.
I read it once around 2008, and I just kind of liked it.
Mm.
But reading it in 2025, I see a whole lot more power and meaning of what it really would have been like to live under the Nazi regime.
Yeah.
And what it would mean to be in your heart a resistor. I mean, the characters are not any major. I mean, it's not a spoiler. They're not a real resistance.
No.
They're just parents who got notified that their son was killed at the front.
Yeah.
First chapter. And feeling like, what did my son die for?
Yeah.
And they come up with this whole campaign of writing anti-Nazi slogans on postcards and dropping them off for people to read and theoretically be inspired. And the main character says, I mean, the wife told him, again, why are you doing this? It's silly. And I'm paraphrasing this, the husband, I have to do something.
Yeah.
I just cannot sit and be quiet. And that to me, even though it's a futile attempt, just showed the power of his character. Saying, I cannot do nothing, even though I'm completely powerless to do anything.
Yeah.
So I really liked it on my reread.
I'm looking forward to it.
Part of that is just the times that I read it in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I did read a good book on the female operatives for the Special Operations Executive for Dr. November, and also for the fourth quarter of Historathon. And although I've read quite a few books about individual female agents who were helping the French resistance, this is the first one that I'd read that took all of the female operatives and charted what they were doing chronologically. And it was really good. It was called Lonely Courage by a guy called Rick Stroud, and that was really good.
Yeah, there is one book that's been talked a lot about on Dr. November, A Woman of No Importance, I think.
Oh, Sonia Purnell. Yeah, I read that last year. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I have to get that someday.
It's about Virginia Hall.
The One-Legged Spy.
Yeah, she shot her own foot off in a shooting accident.
Yeah, what's it
She was
called? It's called yours is called Lonely Something.
it's called Lonely Courage, and it's by Rick Stroud. But yeah, Virginia Hall was, I think she was in Turkey. She was working for the American Foreign Office, and she was based in Turkey. And she was climbing over a fence, carrying a gun, having been out hunting, when the gun accidentally went off and she blew her own foot off. It went gangrenous. She had to have it cut off at the knee. But what she did later, working, because the Americans wouldn't let her go into France as an operative, so she joined the British Special Operations Executive and worked for them. But at one point, the Nazis had her down as the #1 resistance spy that they had to catch, and they just couldn't find her. And when she escaped, she walked over the mountains to Spain with her one leg. And I mean, she had a prosthetic but it was so painful when she was mountaineering to escape that it took her quite a while. But yeah, pretty incredible woman. It was such a good book.
I remember, like, there were no guidelines of what a woman spy should be doing at the time.
No, absolutely not. And she did everything. Yeah. I mean, she broke people out of prison. She helped Jewish people escape. She blew things up. She organized arms. She organized workers. She was pretty amazing. And no one had ever heard of her until a few years ago.
It is amazing.
Well, the thing about being a spy is, like, you don't release the information ever, really.
No. I do love the Dr. November event, though.
It is. I think this is Mark's best creation. He's created a couple of events, but I think...
Yeah. I like Spring into Adventure as well.
I do too, but I don't participate as strongly in Spring into Adventure as I do in Dr. November.
I like both of those.
But I think Spring into Adventure will come back. I hope it does.
I hope so too.
So Constance, I'm tempted to get a group of 4 Ishiguro books I saw online. Really want to read his work. That's my 70 before 70 list.
Oh, you've got a 70 before 70, Constance. That's fun.
Oh,
that scares me. I should do a 70. Of course, I got 9 years before 70. So
yeah, I'm almost exactly a year younger than you. So I've got 10. And you're just a baby, Alan.
What?
What do you put on that 70 list? I mean,
I said you're just a baby compared to Greg and I.
No, I'm the oldest in the room.
Are you?
Yeah.
I thought you were younger than us.
No, 63.
Ooh.
Old man.
Baby in the room then.
Yeah.
Hello, MJ. MJ shows up.
Yeah, I was talking about you, MJ, about our buddy Reed next month with
Salman
Rushdie. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Jess has to go. Goodbye, Jess.
Hi, Jess.
Hi, Jess. Yeah, I like your videos, Jess, in New Orleans and NOLA. She had that shirt today about alligator. Freaked me out. I don't like alligators.
I love I would love to see a big alligator in the wild.
Yeah,
I went down to Florida one year, and we took a tour of the Everglades. You know, you do that when you're in Florida. And they saw us an alligator. It was like okay, it was like 5 feet, but you know, I guess they had an alligator that lived there. They called Godzilla, And they said Godzilla was closer to 15 feet,
Ooh.
And I would have loved to see Godzilla. I mean, you're in a boat, you're safe pretty much.
Yeah. I don't
And,
know.
they had baby alligators you could pick up. But, it's a tiny little thing. It's not like a real.
Oh, I would pick up a tiny one. I don't know. I just have a thing about them. I like alligator cowboy boots. I had a pair of
No, see, I would not do that to an alligator.
Well,
They just deserve to live in the swamps and live their reptilian lives and just be themselves.
dinosaurs. They they're like get infest. They get infestation down there, and they have to clean it up. So I don't feel bad about wearing the boots too much.
I'm not sure I'm keen on anything that looks as though it ought to move very, very slowly and then has sudden bursts of speed.
No. See, the alligators will get you, then they drag you down under.
And drown you, yeah.
Save you for later and just like kind of snack. They're vicious. I don't like them. Mess up my golf swing when I'm golfing down there in Palm Springs. It's kind of funny. They go there. I watch golf on TV sometimes. I used to be.
Gareth, you're with me. You love alligators too. Okay. Or you love seeing them in NOLA.
I think, I don't know, in another life I must have been eaten by one, but if I see one like in a magazine or something, I like freak out. If I accidentally see it, I just, whoa, it flip me out. Worse than like a shark. I don't know why. Alligator. My dad talks about, he goes to some fancy place in Phoenix with his girlfriend. They always get alligator nuggets, alligator tail.
Okay. Tastes like chicken. Right?
But yeah, Gareth was in NOLA. I enjoyed his videos down there a lot. New Orleans.
MJ, I fed alligators as a kid in Florida, stopping off the side of the highway.
Oh.
They like Captain Crunch cereal.
Oh, sure. I like Captain Crunch too.
They wondered, thinking, I like MJ fingers. Get a little closer, MJ.
Yeah, MJ fingers. I wouldn't do that. I have to give you that, MJ. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd rather feed a buffalo.
Oh, Constance, you're all babies. I'm still making the list, but it has rereads of my favorites and lots of authors I've never read or want to read. Speculative fiction appears. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Pat was introduced to science fiction just a few years ago. She never read any before, really. Now she's a big
Michael K. Vaughan was responsible.
What?
Michael K. Vaughan was responsible.
I think Michael K. Vaughan got her into it.
Yeah. But she's loving them now.
She is. Michael K. Vaughan turned me on to Westerns.
Actually, me too. I don't think I'd ever read a Western before I joined BookTube and took part in the first Dune on the Range. And then I became almost addicted.
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically I read some books that would have been considered Westerns. Like I read the Oxbow Incident.
Oh, yeah.
I'd read Lonesome Dove.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But he introduced me to the true Western.
Yeah.
My buddy read this with Ollie one June on the Range.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, man. And even it has all these old like Argosy and
oh wow.
Elmore Leonard, yeah.
MJ, she threw them to the alligators.
Right, she didn't.
Okay. That sounds safer.
It does.
Yes. I'm still impressed.
It's not MKV. It's Roger. Oh, it's
Oh, I
Roger
love
casting his
Roger.
evil mummy spell. Constance is going, I feel so at home when reading speculative. And then Lee said he pushed me hard to do Roman classics. Yeah, Lee was telling me that MKV is planning on doing the Greek histories in 2026. I
I've
don't
got a
know.
nice copy of Herodotus I'm planning to read for the first quarter of Historathon next year.
Well, I did pick up the landmark Herodotus
Mm.
and the landmark Theodes or Theodos.
Wow.
So I hope he does. If not, I'll just have to read them on my own. I've not really read that much Greek history.
No, I haven't, but I was. Did you see MKV's video on his 100 favorite classics?
I did. I did watch it on double speed because it was a long video, but
It was a long video, and I did the same.
um,
But there was quite a few Greek and Roman things in there that I thought, well, they
Herodotus
sound
finished
interesting.
number 2.
Yeah,
Or no, Herodotus is number 1.
was it? I can't
Yeah.
remember.
It was number
But
1.
yes, there were quite a few in there, and I thought, yeah, I really ought to get around to reading some of those. And of course, it fits in with my 500 golden age, because the golden age of Greek literature
Absolutely.
and Roman literature is when he was talking about.
Well, if Michael K. Vaughan does not do Herodotus in the first month of January, maybe I'll just kick it off and do my own. Say, okay, he's not doing it, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
Because Lee says Lee will join me. Actually, it was me talking to Lee and Voxer that kicked me off to buy them.
Oh.
Greetings. Here's Hannah. Greetings
Oh, hi, Hannah.
you all together.
Hey, Hannah.
I'm just popping in to say hello. We'll catch up on the recorded version of this conversation tomorrow. Okay, Hannah. Well, what else is that we doing next year? Do we have any? I mean, it's basic. I did the end of the year book tag today. So I'm getting really kicking into gear for 2026.
I'm going to do your 3 and what was that one about I like authors I've completed, and then one I'm not going to read ever again. I'm going to tag Hannah in that, and I'll tag you too, Debs.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to. And there's a couple of other people I want to tag in that too. But anyway.
Okay. I think, did I tag you in that one?
Yeah.
All right.
MJ and Pat. It's good one.
Yeah, I
enjoyed pretty good. I mean, for a tag video, it did like 700 views. So for me, that's pretty good.
Excellent. I'm doing a good buddy read with my friend Alan at Big Hard Books and Classics next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Margarita.
Yeah, Master and Margarita.
Oh.
I have a feeling it's going to be one of my favorite novels.
You've not read this one before?
No.
I really love that copy that you were sent.
Yeah, this is the one Patricia H., my friend in Washington, comes down to visit me once in a while. I had this old bad font, small font copy. And
so who are the translator of the one you're in your hand right now? Is that Ginsburg?
Oh, translated by that couple, Richard and Larrabee Walensky, or no?
Okay. And the other one, you have the same translate. Is it both translations the same?
PMV for this one, and Mikhail Bulgakov for this.
No, that's the author. That's not the translator.
Oh, duh. Let's see, Diana Bergen and Kathleen Finan O'Connor.
Okay.
So I'd rather read the P&V for sure. I never thought about the translators. This is the 50th anniversary.
I think I read their translation of War and Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a big translation of War and Peace as well.
It was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, they're pretty renowned for better than Constance.
Better
Yeah,
than Constance Garnett.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I read the P&V translation of Master and Margarita maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm going into it cold. I know something about a cat, of course, and prison, or I don't know.
It's an unusual novel.
Yeah.
Satan comes to Moscow
Oh,
with a gun-toting cat.
wow.
And then there's the sort of, is it the novel within the novel about Pontius Pilate?
Oh, okay. I know. I like it now.
Sounds interesting. It looks like we're in for a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very. And that's going to be in March, right?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay,
what we
good.
said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm doing a deep dive into Yates with Pat, just Pat and I in March.
I thought
So
that was Roz.
I have a lot of time to spend with it. With
I thought you were doing Yeats with Roz.
No, that Roz is Spectre next month.
Okay.
Yeah. I was booked myself in December.
So here's a question, Debs. Have you read Solzhenitsyn yet? He's on my list.
I've read One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich.
I've read that one.
I read in one go because I just couldn't put it down. I mean, it's very short anyway, but I thought it was fabulous. I've got the Cancer Ward.
Oh, I've heard about both of them.
I have Cancer Ward on my Kindle.
Yeah.
I have First Circle on my Kindle.
But yes,
And
I'd like to read more Solzhenitsyn because.
And here's Constance. I also have August 1914.
Oh, okay.
And it's 2 other volumes as well. It's a huge.
I haven't read. Is it
it's like an 800-page novel, so it's absolutely ginormous.
Yeah, I really want to read is it the Gulag Archipelago?
Yes, it's 3 volumes.
Yeah, I really want to read that. But there's always so many books that I want to read.
I mean, the same thing.
Yeah.
I can't read them all.
No, you can't fit them all in. You think of your plans for 2026, and I just go off on a list, I need to read this and I need to read. And before you know it, you've got 400 or 500 books on a list that you're not going to get through. And that's without anything that strikes your fancy midway through the year.
And we're not Steve Donahue. We can't just pick up and read 4 books in a day.
No.
Yeah, so I did that. I'm working on my plans. My big plan for 2026 is that I want to reread all the novels of John Williams.
Oh, right.
So I'm doing that.
I've got Stoner, I think.
Stoner is his second book.
I haven't read that yet.
I like it.
Who read it last year? I think Ollie read it.
Yes, yeah. Ollie was not impressed with Stoner.
He wasn't over fussed with it, was he? But I'd only heard good things.
Kind of book. That's
that's true. That's true. I really want to get around to some Adrian Tchaikovsky next year.
Oh, I'm really getting into Adrian Tchaikovsky.
Everybody I hear talk about it raves about him. And I love science fiction, so I really want
Children of Time.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got it on ebook. I've collected quite a few on ebook actually, but not read any of them. So I'd really like to read some of those next year.
Well, I mentioned Children because I'm going to read his 4th book in his series next year. But Children of Time is arguably the best science fiction novel of the 21st century.
Really?
No, I'm not really read all the modern science fiction. I read the older science fiction.
Yeah.
But out of the modern science fiction that I've read, it is the best.
Yeah. I know Pat raved about it. Alex at Alex Unabridged raved about it. Everybody I've heard talk about it has said it's fabulous. So I really do want to get round to some Adrian
And
Tchaikovsky.
one thing, Debs, what do you feel about spiders?
I'm really anti-spiders, actually, but I know that they feature in the book.
Okay.
My problem with spiders is that when I was about 2.5, we relocated to Australia for a couple of years. And until then, I had been absolutely fine with spiders and used to play with them and things. But if you go to touch a spider in Australia,
You die.
every adult within calling distance screams at you. And it makes you jump. And I'm sure that that's what instilled my fear of spiders.
I like spiders because they eat flies. I hate flies.
Well, the thing is, in the United States, I mean, we had the Black Widow in the United States.
Mm.
If you get bitten by the Black Widow, it can be life-threatening.
Yeah.
But not necessarily that so. But in Australia, as I understand, you have like the fiddleback.
Oh, you've got all sorts of hideous things.
And these, if they bite you, you can die.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a real, and also like the snakes down in Australia.
Yeah.
Are really venomous.
So I came from England where we don't have any deathly spiders at all, and nobody minds you playing with them. To Australia, where I wanted to play with the spiders, but of course everybody screeched at you every time you went towards one. So
yep. Well, the thing is, Australia is just a different. It's just a different mindset, and you have to have it in Australia.
Absolutely.
Like United States, you pick up a wolf spider to get bit. Okay, you're gonna have a bad sore for a couple days.
Yeah.
Brown recluse spiders in Arizona are pretty bad.
Yeah, that could be dangerous, but it's nowhere near the level of Australia spiders.
True, very true. You just eat your flesh.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Pat agrees. Children's is her favorite.
Yeah.
Lee, yeah, push it. It really is a remarkable novel because how he gets his spider characters to get you into the characters, and he gives all his spider characters Shakespearean names.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously they're spiders; they don't really, but you have to get the reader involved. And he also does generations of spiders.
Right.
And so you have the first generation of spider, then 100 years later, second, but he keeps the name the same. It's a descendant of the original character. So it feels like the same character across generations.
He's hugely prolific, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's one of those people who can write, like, what was it, Anthony Trollope, who could do like 250 words every 15 minutes or something like that.
Wow.
I think he's on that level. I don't know if it's that fast, but Anthony Trollope was amazingly fast.
Yeah.
Tchaikovsky published a lot of long books. Pat says, Greg, did you like the third book of the Tchaikovsky series? I have not read it yet, Pat. It is on my list to finish before 2025. I'm going to read it before the end of this year. Okay, but it's hard. I need my butt kicked to get going. Well, Lee, you can Voxer me or Pat. We can kick you, get you going on that book. We both like it. Leslie's here. Hello, Leslie. Books, Gurs, and Purrs.
Leslie's my vampire reading friend. We read the Vampire Chronicles. I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue though, because next one is in like December, and that, like I said, I'm really behind. So I might have to tell Elaine that I'm jumping ship. We've read 5 of the Vampire Chronicle novels, and there's a few more to go, but I think I might have to skip them. Too much to read.
That's the thing. I do want to return to Proust as well.
I gave up on Proust and I started the event.
Where did you get to, Greg?
I got to book 2.
Yeah, I read
And,
book 2.
What happened was when I first tried to read Proust like 12 years ago, I got to book 2 and there was a major break in the story. Like, oh, I can set it down for a second. And I never picked it up.
Yeah.
The second time I stopped at the same damn place.
Oh, really?
Because there's a major break. Oh, I can take a break.
Yeah.
Once you take that break, you don't start again.
No. I started book 3, but I felt all Prousted out by that stage. But I feel I ought to read the rest, even if I only do 2 a year.
Me, now the problem is I listened to some advice on the internet. And the advice I got from the internet was read 12 pages a day and write in a journal.
Right.
Now, the problem with me is I really don't write very well. So even if I'm in a journal, it pains me to write because I go, that's a really bad sentence. That word is misspelled. You're ungrammatical. So I stop.
Yeah.
And so I didn't do the writing part. And it was like Ben McAvee, you know the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The British guy.
Yeah.
And he's the one, and I'm just going to read it. And I tried reading the 12 pages per day, but I think I lost my train of thought that way because I wasn't writing it down and solidifying what Proust was saying in those 12 pages. So I have to think of a different way to read that book.
The trouble
Maybe
is,
just like you said, instead of trying to do it all in 1 year, spread it out over a couple of years.
Yeah.
Every quarter, read a Proust book.
The problem I find with it is there's no obvious place to stop.
Right.
And you then feel as though you have to keep on going until there is a place to stop. And it just becomes tortuous after that. So I can understand when you find a place to stop, you stop.
Mm-hmm.
But whether or not you pick it up again afterwards.
Yeah, that's the problem I encountered.
Yeah.
And they're like Steve Donahue reads so fast. He can do it because he can just read 100 pages. Like, spend an hour reading 100 pages.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the break. I can come back or read another 100 page. But my brain just will not work that fast.
No. But yeah, so many things I want to read next year. Never going to get around to them all.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide not to do so many events next year.
Well, one of the reasons I selected this Golden Age challenge for myself is because I wanted a challenge that I was doing for myself, but also I can pick up things for book events that also work for that. Yeah. So, for example, I can pick up some Golden Age science fiction for Rocket Summer.
Absolutely.
Golden Age westerns, Golden Age horror, Golden Age spy novels. So it gives me that flexibility to dip my toe into events rather than throw myself wholeheartedly at them.
Exactly.
Yep. I mean, I know that I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing Horror Mayhem.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing June on the Range. I'm going to be doing Rocket Summer. I'm going to be doing Garbogust. I'm probably going to do Homes Where the Heart Is.
Yeah.
And some, but that's still a lot, But the thing is, even just thinking about that is, you could do a lot of Golden Age home stories.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, we do push a lot of what are they called?
Pastiche
fiction. Yeah. Even some of the pastiche fiction stuff is in the Golden Age, depending on how you want to define Golden Age.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah. But Goatman says, yeah, I'm in Australia. No, he's in Oz,
Arizona.
Australia.
Arizona.
Don't trust them, but
No,
like
Oz is either Australia or New Zealand.
Oh, I thought you said
Australia.
Arizona.
Australia.
Okay.
I don't touch them, but I
Australia.
like spiders. They are the house gardens.
Guardians, yeah.
Guardians.
Mm.
Pat is Children of Time. Yes, it is. And I don't think it's a series you can necessarily pick up in the middle. I think you definitely have to start off with Children of Time. Now, I've only read Children of Time and Children of Memory. Children of Ruin, I'll be reading again this year. And then Children of Strife comes out in March of 2026. And I'm going to be getting that one. Yes, Children of Time is one about spiders. Children of Ruin has spiders too, but also the octopuses. Yes. I believe Children of Memory has shrimp.
Oh,
Now, the reason is because I did my books that I'm waiting for it republished, and Children of Strife is one of those, a Tchaikovsky, and it mentioned there is a mantis shrimp starship captain.
Hmm.
So it just fits that it's going to be the mantis shrimp in Children of Ruin. Kind of a spoiler, I guess, but it's all right. Libro says James and Randy just finished their cool North by Northwest discussion. They did their movie probably yesterday. That's okay. I guess she's talking about you, Alan, about dropping out. Yep, Children of Memories, book 3. Historian Shelby Foote would reread the entire remembrance of things past each time he completed a historical work.
Really?
I think he read a. That's impressive.
that is
Yeah, I like
impressive.
Shelby Foote. I like him.
Well, I'm guessing it's the kind of book that would improve with rereads.
Yeah.
It's this flow, and if you reread it, it's easier to stop mid scene.
Yeah.
Concepts are there prerequisites. I'm losing my ability to speak for Children of Time. Yeah, I did just read it. You don't need anything. Yeah, I mentioned Children of Strife is book 4, and it's coming out in March. I have a video that's coming out at midnight tonight that mentions Children of Strife. No prerequisites, constants. It just starts with Children of Time. James from Quayton, Curious Volumes, read it all in less than a year.
Wow.
I wasn't challenged by Proust per se, but I disliked 2 of them so much I skimmed quite a bit. I find that balanced reading with watching films reinvigorates each other. Recently watched Rear Window, Roman Holiday, and Sid and Nancy back to back. Next day, I woke up thinking of Daisy Miller.
Wow.
I have not thought of Daisy Miller since my sophomore days of college.
Henry James?
Henry James.
I love all 3 of those movies.
I've been reading James all week. Lee says, Greg, are we still doing Kishima in January? Plus, has anyone read the Volkansky Heresies? Yeah, Lee, we could do Kishima in January. Hold on, let me see if I can find that book. Here we go. Okay, the Kushnima. This is a Persian epic written, I believe, in the 13th century.
Wow.
About a tusked monster king. And, it's such old literature. And some of these books can be completely fascinating.
Yeah.
Of what they wrote back in those, what they thought was important back then. So, yeah, Lee, let's do it. I think we're doing, when are we doing, Lee? When are we doing Umberto Eco's On Ugliness? I completely dropped that out of my mind. We'll chat in Voxer and figure out what we want to do.
Then what about Mishima? Is that still
Chris never got back to me.
Oh, I've got his phone number. Maybe I'll.
Well, you can contact him, but at this point,
Yeah.
you can call. If he wants to do it, I'll do it. But
Yeah, maybe I'll just let it kind of hang because I'm booked up enough already
all right.
with Pinchon and
Yeah.
yeah, I like
Against
to
the-
leave wiggle room in my year, and I have a lot of
Yeah, I
wiggle.
mean, I have all these plans to, like you said, all these plans to read all this stuff, and
Which pension are you reading?
Gravity's Rainbow.
Yeah.
Is it as crazy as Against the Day?
Oh, yeah, a lot better, more so.
More crazy.
Yeah, much
Oh,
more.
okay.
Well, yeah, it's a wild ride.
I think that's one of the most insane books I've read for a very, very long time.
Which one? Against the Day?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I've not
like
read
it.
any others. That was my first pension.
What's
That was
really
your
kind of
fault.
funny is when I finished it, I made a video about reading it. What I call it, a masterpiece, something or hot mess.
Yeah, I think
And
I
I-
called it batshit crazy.
Yeah, and some guy made a comment like 2 weeks ago saying this is absolutely brilliant. You didn't discuss this or this or this or this. You're crazy.
Good for
I'm
him.
going like, okay, dude.
Yeah, can't discuss everything in a.
You
20
can't
minutes.
you can't get into it's a 1,000-page novel and it's a
Yeah.
10-minute video. You're gonna get only touch the surface.
I know. You only talk about the chums with chance in 20 minutes.
Yeah, and he
Oh,
was
I
mentioning
liked
all these
them.
characters and how they related in the sense like, okay, you love it.
What
Didn't
about
work
Twit?
for
What
me that
about
well.
Twit? Yeah, the conspiracy theory over. I even forget the acronym for Twit now, but
Oh, I can't remember that.
yeah, so much.
Well, part of it is that I'm at the stage of my life where I'm not reading a book to impress a college professor.
Yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
read it and enjoy it. I don't need to analyze it and say, okay, on page 53, the main character was smoking in his left hand. And at page 510, he's smoking with his right hand. That means he's actually a doppelganger. It's switching in chapter 100.
Yeah.
Cross-reference.
And you make all your points. It's okay, you've impressed a college professor. You've proved he's a doppelganger. I don't care.
Yeah. Still fun to personally pick out stuff like that, like in Shadow Ticket, like the IPA beer thing, kind of funny.
Yeah, I actually did a Google search on IPA, and at least ChatGPT says IPAs were not produced in the United States at that time.
For 1930, yeah.
But they may have been produced elsewhere in the world.
Yeah, I don't know my beer history.
I don't know. I mean, first of all, ChatGPT is not always correct. We have to just understand that.
But about that, I bet it would be.
What?
About the IPA, I bet it would be pretty correct. Because, there's a certain date they can look up in the files, with the AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Al Capone wasn't drinking any IPA.
Yeah.
That's all right. Maybe, the thing is, maybe it was produced in Canada, not the United States or whatever.
Yeah, true. Portland's a beer town. I should know that. I don't know. I've got a cousin in that microbrewery. All that. He's got a brewery in his garage. He's got a huge house, but it's something he would know.
Yeah, well, it's all right. I just
Yeah,
said
yeah, yeah. It's
I'm
just
not at that stage in the life where I'm out to impress anyone with my brilliance
like,
in my reading. So
That's the thing, isn't it? So you can just pick what you like and enjoy it in your own way. I don't want to have to dissect a book to impress anybody. If the book impresses me, great. But my reasons for it might not pass any college professor's tick list.
right now, I don't know if anyone watched. Was it Brian at Bookish? He did a video. Is a book talk ruining books?
I don't think I
Interesting.
saw that
No,
one
no.
yet.
And his thing was because book talk, you've got 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes to discuss the book,
Yeah.
and then you have booktube videos. We have 45 minutes. And my thing, I made the comment. I think if you can discuss a book in 3 minutes and get the gist, you're a much more astute reader than someone who spends 45 minutes discussing the nuances.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know, years ago, I was asked to design a course for overachieving 9 and 10-year-olds in school. And one of the things I'd get them to do is fairy tales. And they'd start off by writing me a fairy tale, a well-known one, but telling it themselves. Then I'd get them to do it in a paragraph. Then I'd get them to tell the story in a sentence. And then I'd see if I could get them to tell a story in a headline. And it was really interesting to see. I mean, the really bright ones could come up with the most concise explanation of a tale that you could imagine. And it was really interesting
It's
to
a
see how they did
talent.
that.
I mean, I have to think that even though I'm not, I don't watch TikTok videos really that much, but
No, I don't.
it's a talent, and at least for me, I'm trying to get away in my videos over analyzing books.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend 45 minutes discussing the book that I read and all the great details in it, because first of all, no one's going to watch one of my videos for 45 minutes if it's talking about one novel.
I very, very rarely do a one novel video.
They don't
Very
do
rarely.
they really do. I mean, now there are some exceptions. My video on Thomas Pynchon's Shadow Ticket
Mm,
did well, but I did that immediately after it's published.
yeah.
So I think there was a link there.
Yeah.
But if I were to pick out Conversations in a Cathedral by Mario Vargas Llosa, he won the Nobel Prize in Literature. I'm sure there's a lot of depth in this book. This book is 601 pages long. You probably could get a 45-minute video out of it if you read it and you analyzed and took proper notes.
Yeah.
Would anyone watch it?
True.
Maybe some people, but not 1,000.
No.
No.
All right. Here's Lacey. Have you noticed that Kay, Kushnama, and Medea look alike with the tusks?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe. Libro says, I think we have reached a time where reading a book surprises people. A physical book.
Do you know, someone once commented on one of my videos. It was a sort of minor troll character who popped up a year or so ago. And he put, "Oh, look, an old woman reading a book made of paper."
Yeah. Huh.
I responded with, "At least I made it to my age and I like physical books. I'll read what I like." But yeah, people are surprised that you're reading a physical book sometimes.
I prefer.
Now the thing is, I like all formats.
I do too.
I read physical, digital, and audiobook in roughly equal proportions.
Yeah, okay. Your
Okay.
library, by the way, I was looking at your library video the other day, and I think the entire floor plan of my house would fit inside your library.
It's possible.
My apartment would.
My
I'm
house
so
is
jealous.
ridiculously large for 2 people.
Uh,
Now the thing is, like I said, I live in a 55 plus community.
Yeah.
So most of the people don't have children living with them. Some do. We won't make any comments about adult children living with their senior citizen parents, but
wow.
it does happen.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
but
Wow.
if I did not have a book collection, I would not need a basement. I mean, it'd just be unfurnished
Yeah.
and undeveloped.
Oh
Full
man, you put a
storage.
pool table down there. Shit, you could have.
Well, one of my neighbors who has the exact same model house I own does have a pool table in his basement.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, me, I would get bored with pool in 2 days,
Yeah.
maybe 1 day.
You could put one in there now if you wanted. You could put a ping pong table in
I
there.
could, but the thing is, pool just does not float my boat. I'm not going to be interested in knocking balls into side
Yeah,
pockets.
yeah. Yeah, you got what 2 tables down at the club anyway if you want.
Yeah, we do have 2 pool tables, but the problem is that's public. And if I were interested in pool,
Yeah.
I probably would rather play alone and just not let people know how bad I am at it. Because you're in public, they know how bad you are.
We could have
Yeah,
that, Alan, as half library and half art studio.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, I mean, my wife keeps some of her garden supplies down here,
Hmm.
so that takes up a
Sure.
lot of space too. So, but
Yeah, you have a nice house, and that really surprises me. Somebody would move back into their retired parents' house out there. That's really
well,
cool.
some of the kids may never have actually moved out of their parents' home.
Man,
And
I
I
think
mean, with today's prices, I can kind of understand that.
Yeah.
my dad has a big house in Arizona I'd like to move in with. He wouldn't like it. He likes his own space. But yeah, I keep telling him to put a pool table out on his patio, and he stopped playing too. But
So Libro says conversations in the cathedral is excellent. Okay, I really want to read it one day. I've had it on my shelf for years and years and years, but got to read it. Dude says rude. Probably hadn't seen a book in years.
Probably not. Probably wouldn't have known what to do with one if he had come across one.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
The Libro says the Hustler best pool film. The
Oh, I
book
love that film.
by he wrote the same guy who wrote Man Who Fell to Earth.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
an
is it?
excellent. It's an excellent book.
Trappist.
Travis, it's an excellent book. I have not seen the movie, but the book is excellent.
I've always
But senior citizens living with their adult. You know something? We have a man who's retired, and his parents are living with him, but they're going. They have a lot of health issues and can't live on their own anymore. So
yeah,
it's either live with him or live in a nursing home.
Mm.
yeah. I would take care of my dad if he would ever need it. You know, I respect people who do that for their parents. You know,
Yeah.
you did that, didn't you, Greg?
What?
For your mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law moved in for like 3 years, 4 years.
Wow.
I didn't murder her. I'm surprised.
Yeah. You're a very kind and patient man.
I'll tell you the story the day I cussed her out in Walmart one day.
Oh man, you did. You have to tell me
Physical
that.
books are huggable.
Yeah, they are.
Over the decades, my favorite question is if you have read the book, why do you keep it? It baffles some.
Yeah. I'm sentimental, you know.
Well, the thing is, you keep a book because someday you may need it and may want to read it, and you can't find it anywhere else.
It's
That
like
was-
you were saying earlier, Greg, that it was that Alone in Berlin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You read it ages ago and thought it was okay, and then you reread it and thought it was brilliant. Now, what would have happened if you hadn't got it?
Yeah.
How would you have realized how brilliant that book is?
I know.
There's some books I think I have been going through my own library and thinking, do I really need this? Because, like I say, I live in a very small house. I have a book shack because my books over spilled from the house. But it's getting quite cramped again. So I am going through and thinking, am I going to reread this? Is it part of a collection? And if it doesn't tick either of those boxes, I've got to start shifting stuff. Otherwise, I'll never be able to buy a new book again. It won't fit.
Well, yeah, I understand. I mean, I'm kind of in a situation where I really have the space that I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
The thing is, when I lived in Washington State, I lived in a house with even more books, and we had bought a investment home, which was a smaller home for sort of like middle class. We sort of had an upper middle class home, and my wife decided to downsize. Because we don't need this big home. So I looked at the new house and said, I have to get rid of some books. So I got rid of like 15 boxes of books. And then my wife said, oh, you know something? I don't really want to move to that small house after all. I'm going like, because I got rid a lot of my cheap horror paperbacks.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? This is $1.05. I'll never need it. If I need it, I'll buy it. It's $1.05. Who cares? Now that paperback is $60.
Yeah. Or you can't find it anywhere.
You can't find it because they became collector's items.
Yeah.
So you never, I mean, and the problem is I kept some books which I still have not picked up. And probably could have given away just fine. But those are the ones that I kept.
Yeah.
So you never know. I mean, if you have this, my advice is if you have the space, just keep the book.
Yeah.
Now, in your case, you don't have the space.
I don't have the space.
And then you have to make that decision. And not to be cruel, but you will make the wrong decision.
Oh, probably.
You will
I've
get rid of
lost
the one that
count.
you want and keep the one you don't want.
Yeah. I've lost count over the years of the number of books that I've had to rebuy because I've suddenly had an absolutely compulsive urge to read it and I haven't got it anymore.
Yep, I can name a few of those.
Yeah.
Books I had to rebuy and then I find them again. They're through my deal is through moves. I've lost books or left them there, or lost track of the box. And then, like Molly, for example, my ex-girlfriend in Toledo sent me a box out of the blue a few months ago, and I'd already bought, some of the reference books.
Yeah.
I just give the others away to somebody who's interested or something.
Yeah. Lee gives her books away to friends. Yes, she does. I have been the recipient of quite a few Lee books. I'm very appreciative of that.
Yeah, Lee sent me a couple too.
Goatman says, I like getting gist of a book from people's YouTube videos, big vids I see for confusing books. Example, Book of the New Sun. Otherwise, the reviewer must be very entertaining in their own right to keep my attention. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes even booktubers I like, and they do a 45-minute review of something. I just can't watch 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's whatever, Libro says, I get asked the question and tell them I like to reread and I enjoy it. Then I get a follow-up. But if you read it, you know the ending. They can't understand why I like books. And the thing is, I love to reread books.
I do too.
I have my favorite, and again, like Alone with Berlin, or whatever what it's called, Every Man Dies Alone in the United States.
Oh, okay.
You change your mind.
Yeah.
You're not the same person you were 20 years ago or 15
No,
years ago.
not at all.
And that's why rereading can be very important, because you are not the same person who picked that book up the first time.
And sometimes the world is different too, and that gives you a different perspective on things.
Absolutely. And that happened with Every Man Dies Alone. The world changed.
Yeah.
Because I was not really worried about authoritarianism when I read it the first time.
Exactly. And now your views have changed because of circumstances or whatever. And so you see it in a completely different light.
Mm-hmm.
I never would have understand the main character in that book the first time.
Mm.
Because now I can see what it means to want to resist
Yes.
an authoritarian regime. Logically they did it back then, but you were not witnessing firsthand what it could have been like, and the importance of a character saying, I must do this.
Yeah. Even if you know it's not going to make a difference,
Right.
you're still compelled to do something.
Yeah, and I tend to forget endings. I can remember beginnings of novels, but I forget the endings.
I don't know how Cider House Rules ends, and I read that in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we've been here 1 hour and 41 minutes.
Whoa.
My voice is kind of hoarse, and it's 2 a.m. where you are, 2:30, 2:40.
Yeah, it's 2:45.
So maybe, Debs, time for you to go to bed?
Especially if the cat's going to stick its claw up my nose at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Debs, Alan, thank you for showing up. Everyone in the chat room, thank you for showing. Well, here, Angelia. I'm sorry, Angelia. You're late, and we're signing off.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you showed up, Angelia.
Always glad to see Angelia.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right, everyone. I hope everyone has a great night or a great morning, depending on where you are. And
thanks, Pat.
Now, we don't have an official guest for next week. I'm working on one.
Oh.
I don't know. He has not accepted yet.
Look, what? Gareth's still up.
Gareth is still. Oh, wow, Gareth. We thought you would have sacked out.
Surely your alarm's going to go off in 3 hours.
Yep. All right, Gareth. Well, thank you for showing up, Gareth.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yep. All right, everyone. Have a great night.
Great show. Thanks, Debs.